I don't know if that developer message is there because in playtesting, like a lot of players didn't understand that they were supposed to run away and they actually stayed behind and tried to actually defeat the Asylum Demon. I'm not sure. Regardless, the message is there. And now it says get away and we're supposed to... but on the onset, like, how is the player supposed to know where to go? Like, he's probably gonna be confused. He's fighting against a giant ass fucking demon. He's gonna be a little confused and probably be panicking a little bit. So, FromSoft, since they're fucking gods, they constantly try to highlight where you're supposed to go. Ooh, highlight where you're supposed to go with torches. So imagine when you come in here and you're just like, what am I supposed to? Oh shit! Right. You get the SS Plus later. I forgot. Imagine so you come in through the. There you go. You come in through the door and you're like, where am I supposed to go? Or you look to the right and you look to the left and aha, torches. Just a neat little subtle way of indicating to the player where you're supposed to go. Because, like, I think it's not only is it like atrocious game design, but I think it's just insulting, just condescending game design when you have a little fucking arrow and it like shows you where to go. Deus Ex Human Revolutions did that. Thankfully you can turn it off. I swear to God, if I couldn't, I wouldn't have played it. I'm not even kidding. I wouldn't have played it. You know, Skyrim does it as well, but thankfully you can turn it off there as well. Although it's not recommended, considering that. Well, no, I mean you can turn it off so that it doesn't display it on the map. You know, you can like not on the map. You can see it in game as you're playing. You can see a little arrow indicating where you're supposed to go. You can turn that off, but you can still, you know, see where you're supposed to go in the compass. And if you open the map, you can also see where you're supposed to go. You're supposed to go there. I don't like that kind of design. I really don't. I think it's dog shit. But anyways, obviously that's an open world. That's not a fair comparison, you might say. I would say no. It is a fair comparison, but let's not go into that. Let's talk about Dark Souls. We get to this marker, this sign, and it says get your shield. And you're like, what? What shield? There is no shield. I see no what the fuck is that? Is that he's shooting some? Oh my god, he's shooting. Oh my god, he's shooting. Take cover! And you immediately realize that. Wait. God, I just love this tutorial, man. The Undead Asylum is so fucking beast. So you see that Hollow, he's shooting arrows at you. You take a hit and you realize that, whoa, wait. I need something to defend myself. And obviously the previous soap sign told us that we should get our shield. The first corpse we see is obviously the first corpse that we're going to interact with. Just naturally, I don't know, that's just human nature. You're gonna pick it up. You're not gonna just leave it. Let's equip our shield, and now we can... actually, wait. If we go in here, we can... Yeah, okay, so I just did that. It tells you how to open the menu, how to change fucking equipment. And I guess, yes, if you... I think they should have explained that it doesn't... Like, you don't have to have a shield in your left hand. You can have whatever... You know, whatever you want. You can have a wand, you can have a fucking... you can have a parrying dagger, you can have, you know, whatever. And they should have maybe have told the player that... Because, well, they do say left button with left shield equipped. Specifically, they said left shield equipped. They say that then you enter a guard. That's good, that's good. But maybe that could confuse the player into thinking that he can't have anything but a shield equipped in the left. Okay, that's me being just pedantic. That's bullshit. That's just me being a snobby ass piece of shit. That wouldn't happen. People would experiment and find out that you can have other shit equipped in left hand. And now, obviously, if you guard break, if you bring up your shield, if you block with it, you can actually block the arrows. And now he starts running. And now we get the dagger, the useless fucking... Scusi. So you killed him. I've seen one of my friends, it wasn't this Hollow though, it was the second bow wielding Hollow. He dropped the, what is it, the short bow? That was amazing. My friend was here playing Dark Souls and the Hollow dropped a short bow. I've never seen that happen. That was amazing. And I love this. So you pass through the first fog gate and you... Wait, is this the first fog gate? I think this is the first. You pass through the first fog gate. You're not sure what's going to happen and you come out here and you're like, oh, okay, nothing really happened. And then, but check this out. The first thing you see is like some kind of bars, some kind of, you know, it used to be a door, I suppose. And you see a torch. What did we just establish with the torches? They're kind of trying to hint where the player is supposed to go or look. And the player's kind of just like, oh, is there a room in here or what? Oh, what's that? What's that? That looks like the knight that dropped the fucking key. And so the player is just, I mean, it's just, I don't know. I don't know. I just fucking love it. I just fucking love that. You know, there's no fucking arrow pointing your way to where you're supposed to go. Nobody's telling you, hey, look, there's Oscar. You have to go and talk to him. You know, there's no pop-up that, you know, pops up and tells you, you know, find a way into Oscar's cell. They just, I don't know. I just love it. I mean. They're also obviously encouraging exploration, I think. I think they're kind of, you know, I mean, this whole place is just so good at just establishing the tone and just kind of giving the player a feel of what you will be doing in the rest of the game, which, in my opinion, a tutorial is supposed to do. I mean, you know, like I said, my friend was here. He was playing the game. He didn't know where to go. He didn't know to go in here and find Oscar. But that, watching him play, it was really interesting because I knew what to do, but he didn't. And seeing him trying to piece together the pieces, you know, a part of the puzzle, and see the cogs in his brain kind of tick, and seeing him trying to, you know, figure out where to go was just great. And seeing him explore, which is, you know, a big fucking part of the game. It's just great, and I just feel like this tutorial just perfectly encapsulates what the rest of the game will be about. So yeah, that's Oscar. You see Oscar there, and now you're like, whoa, maybe you should go go in there and try to find it. And I love this. All right, so it says you go to this sign, and maybe you're looking around too. You're like, whoa, what is this place? And check this out. Boom. Do you see it? There's a crack in the wall, and you can see there's some kind of item there. And yeah, so it says if you press B, you can backstep or you can row. Oh my god, I just love this. Now you can't go up there, so you're like, maybe there's another way. Maybe I'm supposed. You go in here, and you're like, wait, is this? Maybe I can destroy this. No, I can't. What? Wait, what? There's nothing here, man. What the fuck? How am I supposed to get up to that item? And immediately you just, you. God, I love this fucking game. I love this. Oh God, I love this game so much. Immediately, you just sending these subtle fucking messages to the player that now you're exploring. But look, there's some kind of stair going up, and perhaps there's another door up there. So you're thinking, okay, so maybe I have to find a way up. So you're like looking, and here's obviously the wall. And you're like looking, and you're like going up. Wait. No, because there was an item over there, and there was some kind of stairs leading up. So we're probably gonna go. We probably have to go up. And obviously, here comes the rolly thingy. The great balls of fire, though it's not on fire. I love this. Sorry, I mean I have to go step by step because I just love this fucking game, and I just love the Undead Asylum. So you go. You see that the ball rolls down here, breaks the wall. You go in here, and bam. The room is, or the cellar rather, I suppose. The cell is rather dimmed, but Oscar is well lit. You can see his shadow behind him, and if you kind of follow the light, you can see a hole there. The Undead Asylum demon jumped down from the roof. Oscar of Astora dropped the body, carrying the key to us. Excuse me, I had to. My throat. I have a blister. It's annoying as hell. Oscar of Astora dropped a body, carrying the key to our cell. He dropped that body from the roof. From this, we can probably infer that Oscar of Astora was on the roof. Wait, well, obviously he was. What what we can infer is that the Asylum Demon probably smashed him through the roof, and now he's here dying. God, I love this fucking game. Without telling you anything, without, it's all up to the player to infer everything. I mean, it...
Oh, you.
Oh no, you're no Holloway.
You're no Hollow. Thank goodness. I'm done for, I'm afraid. I'll die soon, then lose my sanity. I wish to ask something of you. You and I are both undead. Hear me out, will you?
Yes. I just love his fucking armor, by the way. And his Astora straight sword, and his fucking the Astora straight sword is, or as it's lovingly referred to as ass. Oh, Dark Souls community, I fucking love you guys. Except the PvPers, fuck you. No, they're cool. Oh, they're cool too. Even though I have issues with the whole invading mechanics, invading system rather. And I love the shield too. Let's see what he has to say. I'm sorry.
Regrettably, I have failed the mission, but perhaps you can keep the torch lit. There is an old saying in my family: "Thou who art undead art chosen, and thine exodus from the undead asylum maketh pilgrimage to the land of ancient lords. When thou ringest the bell of awakening, the fate of the undead thou shalt know." Well, now you know, and I can die with hope in my heart. Oh, one more thing. Here, take this.
Give me that
Estus
Estus.
flask, an undead favorite. Oh, and this. Now I must bid farewell. I would hate to harm you after death. So go now, and thank you.
And obviously he's referring to the fact that he's hollowing right now, meaning he's probably gonna go hollow soon. Yeah. So yeah, it's the developers just telling us that if we press X, we can use an Estus flask. And if we rest the bonfire, we're replenishing the Estus flask. Now, any good game has to explain, at least if you have a narrative, you have to explain all the game mechanics through the narrative, right? What's so fucking amazing about this is that what's replenishing us, the undead, if you look at their Estus flask, this is a more lore related, but it still has to do with game design. So I'm just gonna talk about this real quick. If you look at this Estus flask, you see that it's kind of shimmering. It looks like, there's this really warm, inviting fucking color inside, and it's fire. It's light. Light is what gives us our HP back. That's what's reinvigorating us. If we go to a bonfire, that's obviously, powered by a fire. I mean, that's a little bonfire. It's self-explanatory. I'm sorry, but yeah. So you go to the bonfire and you just fill it up with fire, with light. A bit of social commentary and a bit of, or not social commentary, just reflections on life, on the light. The light can be can heal a person in the darkest of hours. Obviously, humanity can also heal you, and if I ever get that far into the lore, and I guess I can talk about that a bit, but otherwise,